Hello and welcome back to the second part of the story for my children, those who are eagerly waiting to know the remaining part of the story. Because of the discontinuation, let me give you a quick recap. Yes, we were talking about Black Beauty, the horse. Jerry was the loving master and his wife Polly. It was a Sunday morning when Jerry thought of taking and giving rest to his horses. Jerry's wife came pleading him to take Dina to her ill mother to the country roads. To keep his wife's request, Jerry decided to make a journey. In this part of the story, we will come to know about the experiences of Jerry and his horse Black Beauty. Let me read out the words from the board once again. So, number 1, Black Beauty. As you know, it's the name of a young colt. Number 2 is light trap, which means a light horse-drawn carriage with 2 wheels. Number 3, Sabbath, which means Sunday. It's a holy day for Christians for prayer and rest from work. Number 4, Hawthorn. The hawthorn is a thorny shrub or tree with white, red and pink flowers and small dark red fruits. So let's start now. Jerry said, "Okay, you go and tell her that he will be ready for her at 10 o'clock sharp." He also told his wife to go to Braden and ask him if he could lend him his light trap or not, because Braden never uses it on a Sunday. Jerry wanted the light carriage so that it would make a wonderful difference to the horse, means it would be a comfortable for the horse as it is a light one. Polly at once went and soon returned, saying that they could have the trap. Jerry then said, "All right," and asked Polly to put some cheese and bread, and he'll be back in the afternoon as soon as possible. So Jerry made his preparations and he selected Black Beauty for the journey. And at 10 o'clock they started in a light wheeled, high wheeled gig. Gig means which is like a light trap. It ran so easily that after the four-wheeled cab, it seemed like nothing for Black Beauty. It was a fine day in the month of May, and as soon as they were out of the town, the sweet air, the smell of the fresh grass and the soft country roads. Why it is told as soft? Because country roads means village roads, which are generally muddy and soft. The roads were as pleasant as they used to be in the olden days, and Black Beauty soon began to feel quite fresh. Dina's family, means where they were going, lived in a small farmhouse up a green lane close by the field, full of greenery with some fine shady trees. There were 2 cows feeding in it. A young man asked Jerry to bring the trap into the shade and said Jerry to tie Black Beauty in the cowshed. The young man wished that he had a better shed, stable to offer. If he said that if your cows would not be offended, said Jerry, there is nothing my horse would like so well to have an hour or two. He means to say that the place was so comfortable that the horse could stay there for 1 or 2 hours. Jerry also said that Black Beauty was a quiet-natured horse. So the young man said, "Welcome to Jerry," and also said that he was pleased to serve at the cost of Jerry's service of kindness to his sister. That means Dina was that young man's sister. The young man also offered to have some dinner. Jerry thanked him kindly and said that he was already having some dinner with him, and there was nothing he should like so well as walking about in the green field. So when Black Beauty was untied, he did not know what he should do first out of his happiness, whether to eat the grass or roll over on his back or lie down and rest or have a gallop across the field. He was so happy of being free. He did all what he wanted. Jerry was also happy as the horse. He sat down under a shady tree and listened to the birds. Then he sang to himself and read out of the little brown book for which he was so fond of. Then he moved here and there down by a little stream where he picked the flowers and the hawthorn and tied them up with long strings of ivy. Ivy is a climbing plant. After that, he gave Black Beauty a good amount of oats, which he had with him. He also brought those oats with him. The time seemed all too short, since Black Beauty had not been in a field for a long time. Then they went back home, and Jerry's first words to his wife were that he had not lost his Sunday in any way, for the birds were singing hymns. Hymns means song for God. And Jerry was also like a young colt. It was very gentle. And Jerry joined the service with the birds. That means he wants to say that he also sang with the birds. And for Jack means the pet horse, Black Beauty. He was like a young colt. Jack is actually the name of Black Beauty given by Jerry. So this was the story how Black Beauty with his master Jerry spent the wonderful Sunday together. Now it's time for me to leave, and children, take initiative for your own health and add more natural colors in your diet. That means take more vegetables and fruits to boost up your immunity power. And keep in touch with us. Bye bye. See you.